80.
We'll call the meeting to order. Would you please stand, face the flag, and join us as we say the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Lori had a previous commitment. Jeff is at a superintendent's conference in Duluth. And Katie Lochner has been ill for the last couple of days. So we will go with who we have here. We have 4 in attendance. That's our quorum. And unless anyone has anything to add to the agenda, I would look for an approval for the agenda as shown.
I'll make approval. Motion.
Jolynn?
I'll second.
Clint? Any other discussion? All in favor of the approval of the agenda as shown, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. We have no student rep here, so does anyone have any committee reports that they'd like to plug in?
Just on the Ed Foundation, we had our poker social 2 weekends ago. Good participation. We had 116 paid participants this year compared to 85 last year. So that all went very well. So thank you to everyone that attended that. Just wanted to give a little tidbit. We are in the middle of negotiations right now with the teachers. So we've had a few meetings now. Things are moving in the right direction. Hopefully we will have something resolved in the near future.
Anyone else?
Facilities didn't meet, but we had our open house for the public for the new construction project, which was very successful, had a good turnout. Was able to show off some of those things that the kids will be doing and in those spaces, which is good to have the public come and see the good work that we're up to.
Yeah, I was really pleased with the turnout.
Yeah, there are times when we have open houses that aren't very well attended, or there's, it's kind of a whatever, run of the mill, I guess, but yeah, that was really good. You could hardly get into that innovation room.
Right, that was packed.
Yeah, it was.
So,
But
all good there.
a lot of positive feedback on everything that's happened. So.
And I would say too, the podcast that's been going on in that space has been pretty successful.
Pretty entertaining.
Yeah, I watch it every time it's
I know.
on, so pretty cool.
Yeah, the kids are really liking the podcast situation. I would say too, there was lots of positive feedback and lots of good questions and conversation about the potential of the referendum.
Right.
So there was lots of good talk on that as well.
We had some
Lots of good
benefactors.
questions.
We had some benefactors that were in attendance, and it's always good to pat them on the back for the effort, financial effort they put into us. So, it was really a good evening. Anyone else have anything? Moving down to administrative reports, you can see we've had postings from everyone involved here, and everything seems to be status quo as we lead in. On behalf of anyone, Josh, would you like anything there?
It's all on you tonight.
Would you want this-
I guess I'd like to comment just a little bit on the open house part, just because being, forever Camp Falls guy. I probably heard more comments about, I wish I had this when I was here, which I think is kind of cool that people, the give back part of it to the kids in the community, that we have some opportunities for kids that maybe we didn't have when we were growing up, but I'm glad that we're able to provide some of those things and make that a good situation for our current students and as they get ready for workforce items. But it also got to be a lot of, 35 years ago when I was here, or 40 years ago when I was here. So I thought it was pretty cool. Things are wrapping up on that, slowly but surely. But all in all, considered, I think, not only project management-wise, but finance-wise, and what happened, and trying to be our best to be good stewards of the taxpayers' monies too. I think it really was a nice project, all told, for what we got out of the deal. So I just want to comment on that. Other than that, it's a busy time in our office, it's, the start of school year in fall can be, so just keep plugging away.
And one thing I wanted to add on about the open house is the amount of work that the administration put into that open house, and especially Lori, well done to all the staff. So that definitely does not go unnoticed, so they did a very good job.
Okay, yeah, good input all. So you have read or can read the reports from the various heads. The superintendent's report includes something for the GCED, which we'll be dealing with just in a bit of time here. Moving on down, public input. As the public seems to be a little light this evening, we won't indulge in public input, so we'll move on. We have no old business. Under new business, consideration to approve the resolution for GCED's revised LTFM 10-year plan. As I read into this and knowing that I'm the GCED rep, there have been changes, I guess, into the LTFM.
Yeah, so some slight revisions. Each year, it's usually in that July timeframe, all districts need to submit expenditure and revenue report for a 10-year plan of LTFM dollars, since they are levied an item. But there was sometime between when it was filed with MDE and now there would need to be a revision done to their document. I think there's actually a decrease. They found out something that they were looking to add. They're already in compliance for it, so they don't need to add that in. So, as a part of the ed district, when they do that, all of the districts comprising the ed district need to reapprove it. So that's all you're seeing. Something you've already approved, but this is a revision of that document.
The expenditures are listed on here for you to look at, and contributions are made based on each district's ADM.
Yeah, so, with some shrinking enrollment, we've gone now, we're about, I think, the fourth largest in the, so it's allocated on the revenue takes the lion's share of that, but it is divvied out by, membership through those districts. The kind of tricky thing with planning with a 10-year plan is that you're pretty good about what expenditures might be happening in that first year, and then after that it gets to be a little bit more of a shot at a target or a shot in the dark a little bit, but you gotta definitely have the plan set out to capture what we're gonna have for expenditures so they can put that on levy and we can receive the revenue back into the districts. But it will flow through from our district into the ed district for that.
And like you said, by statute, we had to submit our long-term by July 31st, and this is more of an amendment or a revision, correct?
Correct, yeah, we've already done this, so this is actually now gonna be the third one you've seen this fiscal year. We've seen the original ed district's long-term facility maintenance plan, we've seen our long-term facility maintenance plan for our district, and now the revision for the ed district. And as I said, it would be a slight decrease from what the original one was for the ed districts.
So we have a resolution, but we also, the list of the, what's included in the revision and the long-term expenditures are also on here. But we would begin with the acceptance of that resolution. So we need a motion to okay all of this information and the revision. And the second, and then Jolene can read the resolution, we can final vote on
I
it.
just had one question on, and maybe Josh, I don't know if you can help me or not, but so the LTFM, obviously the co-ops districts that make up the co-op
Yep.
are responsible for this. Does the Petey County Ed District are they responsible for any of these LTFM dollars? Is it all just the co-op?
So the ed district is us.
Right.
So we form it with those other districts. They've got a building, obviously, that was built several years ago now in Red Wing.
Yep.
We also have a lease levy, that's a portion of that. We're a fair share portion of that for the ed district, just like this is for LTFM to maintain that building. So basically, essentially, all districts within the ed district need to approve the
Okay.
plan for what to happen. They don't get funding without us approving it, and the other
Sure.
districts approving it.
I didn't know if the actual physical building itself had its own pot of money coming from those, but it's 100% from the co-op schools.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Thank you.
So I would look for a motion to approve the revision in the LTFM for GCED.
I'll move to approve the revision.
Luke on the motion,
I'll second.
seconded by Clint. Any other discussion? If not, clerk, would you read that from
The-
bold resolution down?
From resolution approving the long-term, from that down.
Resolution approving school district
Yeah, I
6051.
All right, resolution approving school district number 6051, long-term facility maintenance 10-year plan. Be it resolved by the school board of district number 252, state of Minnesota as follows. The school board of school district 252 has approved the long-term facility maintenance 10-year plan for the Goodhue County Education District 6051 facilities for the 2023 to 2033. The various components of this plan are attached. The motion for the adoption of the foregoing resolution are duly seconded by,
Luke introduced,
yeah,
sorry.
so Clinton, right? Seconded by Clinton.
Correct.
And upon voting being taken thereon, the following voted in favor of. Looking for a verbal vote.
Right.
Luke,
Yes.
Bob,
Yes,
Clinton.
Yes.
And I also say yes.
that passes by a 4-0 vote.
Whereupon said resolution was declared duly passed and adopted. Right. State of Minnesota, County of Goodhue, I, the undersigned, being duly qualified and acting clerk of school district number 252, state of Minnesota, hereby certify that I carefully compared the attached and foregoing extract of minutes of the meeting, school district number 252, held on the date therein indicated, with the original said minutes on file in my office, and the same as full, true, and complete transcript insofar as the same relates to the approvals to school district number 6051's long-term facility maintenance 10-year plan, whereas my hand officially of the clerk of this day.
And then you will sign that when it's appropriate, when we
Sounds
have the
good.
documentation.
Yep.
Okay. All right, thank you. Last time we approved the donations list that we get, and in particular, or in addition to the milk dispensers that were promoted and donated by a group of citizens and businesses. However, we didn't have all of the group listed. And I think it's very appropriate to list and name those folks. And so I was hoping the clerk could read from list of donors of milk machines on down. The other ones were previously recognized.
Yep, looks like list of donors for milk machines other than previously listed. We also have Shoquist Hay and Straw, McNamara Dairy, Goodhue, Holville Family Farms, Sotner Dairy, Finsgard Trucking, Goodhue, Nelson Insurance Agency, Goodhue County Corn Producers, and Goodhue County Dairy Association. We'd like to thank those guys.
Yes, once again, our community has supported us. So, thank you all. Well, guess what? Our meeting has a very brief agenda, and it is finished. So as you can see what's happening next, oath of office for Mr. Lewis. He's had to go through his 30-day waiting period. The teacher seniority list, which is a procedural list of all of our educators in order of their tenure. And our winter coaching list, which may or may not be completed, but like all of them, we just okay the people that we have so far. And if you have anything else in particular you would like to add to the agenda list, please contact either Jeff or Lori, and they'll see to it that it gets on. Having said that, I always tell my camera guy whether it's going to be a long meeting or not, and I gave him a wink and said this will be the second shortest one you've been on, and that would be true to form. I would look for a motion to adjourn our meeting.
I'll make a motion.
Jolynn on the motion,
I'll second.
seconded by Luke. Any other discussion? All in favor of our adjournment, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We are finished.